Hello and welcome back to another Marble Duel. And now for this one, we're going to be doing See-Thru Neon versus Ocean Catseye. And yes, since this is not only the 30th duel we've ever done, which is quite a milestone, but also the final duel of Chapter 3, I decided to make this one based on the current 8-22X color scheme to celebrate this being not only the 30th duel, but also the last duel before, the end of Chapter 3. Well, See-Thru Marble Race 100 specifically. So yeah. But of course, I do have these two in, I guess, a bit of a clear form just to make it a little bit unique and such. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, there's basically nothing else for me to go over aside from this being the final duel of Chapter 3, as well as the 30th duel that we have ever done, which is, yeah, that is quite a milestone. So yeah. Anyways, since there's nothing else for me to go over, I will show you the track that will be used for this one. Here's the track that we'll be using for this Marble Duel. And as you see here, it's the same one we have used for Monday's episode. In which, yes, it is the same one as the last Chapter 3 Season 2 track, but with a couple of differences, such as this funnel now being a flat funnel and switching out the 180 for this red horizontal wheel piece. But other than that, the track mostly remains the same as the original track, so there's basically nothing else for me to go over about the track, especially because I've already went over it in Monday's episode. So yeah. Anyways, if you do want to use this track in your videos, then make sure to credit me if you do have the tendency to use it. But yeah. Anywho, that's about it for the track, since there's nothing else for me to go over about it right here. So yeah. Anywho, without further ado, let's just get this duel going. So choose either one of these two do you think will be prevailing in today's 1v1. Well, specifically the final duel of Chapter 3. But yeah, choose any one of these two do you think will be winning the final duel of Chapter 3, as well as the 30th duel ever made. And you only have 5 seconds to guess. Go. And now, let the final duel of Chapter 3 commence. Down the first funnel we go. It's pretty close to right here, straight away from the get-go. And Ocean Catseye is going to make his way into the second funnel first. And already See-Thru Neon gets stuck. So therefore that gives Ocean Catseye a bit of an advantage. And now he's going to make his way into the third funnel. And yes, these next three funnels are flat, so definitely expect some, well, not really. Well, in this case, there's probably not going to be that much intensity, as Ocean Catseye is holding on to a pretty decent lead. And he's going to keep that lead through that orange staircase, the blue snake, and that long red piece. And into the fourth funnel. And not much competition going on here. See-Thru Neon almost had it there though, but Ocean Catseye is still going to keep his lead into the split path of the dual funnels. So he's going to be taking the right side while See-Thru Neon takes the left. And Ocean Catseye is still going to keep his lead, with See-Thru Neon struggling to catch up. And See-Thru Neon is going to make his way into the double entrance funnel with ease. And See-Thru Neon gets stuck yet again. At this point, he's going to need a miracle for him to catch up, because Ocean Catseye is already in the second to last funnel. And now he's going to make his way into the final funnel. Yeah, I think See-Thru Neon is absolutely cooked right now, because Ocean Catseye is already close to the finish line. And he will be winning the final duel of Chapter 3, as well as the 30th duel ever made. Yeah, sorry See-Thru Neon, but it was pretty much guaranteed that you were going to lose this one anyway, due to how far you were behind, especially with, how many times you got stuck on the track. So yeah, I guess you could say this one was also kind of predictable, just like with the last one from what I remember. So yeah. So congratulations to Ocean Catseye on winning the final duel of Chapter 3. And yeah, this was a pretty good one, especially with it being, you know, not only the 30th duel ever made, but also the final duel of, well, you know, Chapter 3. So yeah. And speaking of which, before I sign off, I do want to say thank you to everyone so much who has watched all of my marble duels throughout Chapter 3, even though I've only done like a few of them. But yeah, can't wait to do more in Chapter 4. And wow, I just did a bunch of unintentional rhyming right there. LOL, but whatever. Anyways, since there's basically nothing else for me to go over, I guess now I'll sign off. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Subscribe with that notification bell enabled, and feel free to follow all my socials down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now, and have a good day.